Third time's a charm. It's something about having a peace when you realize this is out of my control. God can do what it do. He can orchestrate a miracle. He can orchestrate favor. And that's what I'm believing God for when it comes to these books. Story time. Reverse, my first preteen novel, which is loosely based on my childhood, that is based in the 90s. Best friend Donovan and Monica. Donovan finally admits to Monica that he likes her. Monica's unsure about this move. This book was supposed to be out since February 10th. Now, if you have not followed me so far in this journey, Blessing for the World was behind schedule. Reverse was behind schedule. And I'll admit, Blessing for the World did not have to be behind schedule because Blessing for the World, if I had really taken the time to develop it and get everything done back as early as October, I would have got everything done. But financially, I didn't think I had everything I needed, and I thought it required more financially. So I waited until some things came through. And then as a result, when I finally got everything formatted and ready, that's when you find out hardbacks are behind in getting printed, and it took longer than expected. So I had to push that release date back. Verse got pushed back because my editor is like, Ryan, this is your baby. This is your first novel. There's some things we got to get right. So we went through more edits than I was expecting, but I'm glad for it. So I initially pushed it back again to March 20th, thinking, okay, I will get these books in enough time to order them and ship them and do whatever. Well, I'm analyzing my timelines here. Like I sat there and looked at my orders from Ingram Spark and noticed, number one, I ordered Blessing for the World, hardcover and paperback, 25 copies of each. Why? The paperback is here. I ordered those on the 28th of February. They arrived here today on the 8th of March. I'm still waiting on my hardcovers. It hasn't even been shipped yet. Like when I go online, it still says printing. Then when I look at Reverse, it's telling me that the proof copies that I ordered to make sure everything is lined up the way it needs to be lined up, because you don't want to order in bulk. I've noticed with your paperbacks with Ingram Spark, you can order in bulk without receiving a proof copy. They very rarely jack up your paperbacks. Hardcover, you want to make sure it's exactly the way you want it. Well, I was just told, checked online today, I'm not going to get that until Monday at 7 o'clock, which means I can't place an order for the books until, even though I can place it Monday after I receive it, it's not going to go through until Tuesday, which means I may get the book by next Wednesday. The 20th is that Thursday. So that puts me behind deadline either way. Book Logics is willing to print, but they told me it's going to be up to 2 weeks. So what I decided to do when it comes to Reverse the paperback, and even though I'll admit this is a straight up miracle, I'm hoping that they can get the books to me by Friday. I already placed my order. She said, make sure you get in by Sunday night. I said, they definitely, and a matter of fact, she just emailed me back. I received everything. We got everything straight. So hopefully they will get to printing them on Monday, and then I'll get my books Friday evening from Book Logics. And the reason why I love Book Logics, and Book Logics is not like Ingram Spark. You can speak to somebody at all times, and then if they see if the documents are right, they will fix it. Ingram Spark, you can upload those documents, but if they're not going to tell you it's wrong, you're just going to see it's wrong when you print it out. Or I take that back, when you see the e-proof, and then you have to fix it and whatnot. Book Logics will take the liberty to say, I noticed that you had a page here that you didn't need, so we went in and take that out. Is that okay? And you're like, yeah. So that's my only issue with Ingram Spark. So I'm pretty much doing the same thing I did with A Blessing for the World that I'm doing with Reverse. Is I printed my first set of hardbacks from Book Logics versus Ingram Spark, and then from now on, when I have to place orders, I will definitely go through Ingram Spark to re-up. So this Saturday, 9 to 1, I'm going to be there in Soda City. When you see the flyer, you have Reverse and A Blessing for the World. So it wouldn't make sense for me to be there and I only have one book. Now, let's be honest. They can do pre-orders. So I'm just going to believe that the books are going to arrive. And if they don't, people will be willing to do pre-orders while I'm there.